What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you all again. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only, so let's be entertained. As you know, I like to incorporate some different styles, different approaches into my video, hopefully so that it makes us not only more prepared for what could happen in the immediate future with the charts, but it helps us with an overall understanding as far as trading, maybe some strategies that you can apply in any stock. You know, it doesn't have to be just Redbox, but I have two indicators that I want to go over today, and we are applying it specifically to Redbox. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please hit the like button and I will get into the information. What I want to talk about is OBV and one other indicator that's going on. So I see a lot of people posting about the OBV. What is the OBV? You know, it's the on balance volume. So really our primary focus with the OBV is going to be the direction that it's heading. Basically, it's an indicator that's really showing us if there's buying pressure that's coming into the stock or if there's selling pressure that's coming into the stock. So what we want to do is use this typically on a longer time frame. You don't want to use it on a short time frame because there's so much volatility and noise that comes into the play, you cannot get a read on it. So we use this on a longer time frame, and it's always used with another indicator. You never ever want to just trade off of OBV alone because it can lead you astray. So, but paired up with another indicator, it gives us a signal, it gives us a sign. So we're going to look at Redbox, we're going to use OBV, we're going to use one other indicator, and we're going to see what that might tell us for the week. So looking at the OBV, since everybody likes to talk about it and seems interested in it right now, what we're looking for is a divergence. We want to see in the charts, we want to see the charts going down, and we want to see the OBV going up. That would be a bullish divergence between the charts and the OBV, the on balance volume. So do we see that? Well, I just wanted to zip back over here and take a look at, say, June 15th, where we really started this downtrend that we've been in. From there, we see, obviously on the charts, right, it's sitting up here. And then if we look down at the OBV, so that candle had a high of $13.89, and you can see the horizontal line running across the screen down at the bottom on the OBV where it sat there. So we got this big dip. Along with the volatility will come that in the charts. So that's why you need to use it on a longer time frame, because it's not going to have so much noise. You're going to be able to see it a little bit more clear. It gets that rise back up, but it's still horizontal line at the bottom, right? Here we are, high of $12, sitting higher. Over here, where are we at? $10, sitting significantly higher. Now we're all the way down here at $6, right? So say from 615, where we had that close of 1350, the high of 1389, and you're looking at my horizontal line down below on the OBV, can we see that the OBV is going up while the chart's coming down? Absolutely, we can see that. It looks like there is some bullish divergence between the chart and the OBV. Now, like I said, we don't ever just trade off of this indicator alone because it can lead you astray. So we need to pair that up with another signal that people will use out there, and one that I thought was Bollinger Bands. They're relatively easy to use and understand. It's basically going to be moving average lines is what it's all going to be based off of, but it's going to be showing you where there could be a possible support, where there could be a middle line of, say, support and resistance, and then a high side. So people will use these as indicators as whether they want to, say, jump into the play, or maybe they want to jump out of the play because they're seeing it come down here. Check out this yellow line. This is like the support of the Bollinger Band, the bottom line. We have this middle line that runs in here. If you can mount above that middle line, it usually will act as some support to get you to this higher side, the upper side of the band. But what's nice is it gives you some indications as far as the price goes. You can see it in the upper left of my screen, right? So it's saying that the lower price down there at the yellow line, 610. We got a midline of 685 and an upper of 760. Now comparing that with the OBV, we can see the OBV is higher, but we are riding low on the Bollinger Band. So does that mean that we could expect a possible push? Well, comparing the two indicators together, it does look like it could mean that there should be or could possibly be a push back up. Now, we could also kind of agree that it's got a strong chance of bouncing because I've had these trend lines in this channel drawn for a long time and we've been bouncing in there, and we see that the Bollinger Band right now is lining up pretty much with the low down there. So would it be reasonable to expect to bounce back up to the top of this trend line? Probably. I would say yes. We have our middle line that often acts as resistance. If we zoom back out, we can see that, right? It is here, it's trending on the upper side of the Bollinger Band, cuts right through that middle support, bounces off the lower, does the same thing, higher, bounces off lower. So it's just a nice moving indicator that if you're thinking, should I find a good entry point? Well, this can be an indicator that's going to tell you whether you're buying to the high side of the overall value of what a stock's trading at, or if you're buying in on the low side of the overall value that the price is at. So like, is it on sale or are you paying a premium type of thing? So you can use that in any ticker, just whatever time frame you want to check that out on, you can use it and see where it is relative to the bands. Are you getting a discount or are you paying a premium? If you often buy in and you think, how come every time I buy in, I see it go red within seconds? There's a good chance that you're not looking at any indicators and you're just buying with your heart, right? And on this channel, we trade with the charts, not with our hearts. We have to trade what the charts are telling us. So if you see that, then oftentimes you're probably just blindly jumping in because it seems okay, or you think it might be running away from you and you want to get in before it goes any higher. But these are just nice indicators that kind of give us an ebb and flow to what's actually going on. I would say if you wanted to combine, the OBV with this, that would be a good indicator because a lot of people do use it, and you need to use something that other people are looking at, other traders are looking at, because if you're using some obscure trading technique or pattern or something that maybe you and only 10 people know about, that has nothing to do with what's actually going on in the charts. But if you're looking at something that millions of other people are using as a trading technique, then there's a lot more weight to it, because you're going to have millions of other people that are like, okay, this looks like a deal, or okay, this is telling me we're running a bit hot and maybe I should step back for a moment. So it's a nice tool to have. Familiarize yourself with it. Use it whenever you're considering your entries and your exits. If you can see things running cool or if you can see things running hot. Again, just a nice indicator there. But also what they do is they kind of show us if it's just going to consolidate. If you see these kind of stay consistent in the width, then we have some consolidation. But as they dive closer together, if you see my cursor there, you can see the upper and the lower pinching almost getting tighter. That tells you it's going to make a move. It has to make a move one way or the other, because this is a channel that it trades in, and very rarely are you ever going to see that just pinched tight. So, or at least for an extended period of time, you're going to watch it get tighter and tighter till it has to move either up or down. Use the middle line as an indicator, right? Because this often works as support or resistance. So if these are pinching together while you're above the midline, then you have a stronger chance of getting that push to the upside. If these are pinching together as you're just bouncing, beating your head off of this middle line, it could push it down. So just keep an eye, right? As it starts to pinch together, where are you sitting in respect to the midline, and what way does it hit? Where are you sitting as it starts to pinch together? Where does it hit? So nice indicators. This one, it started to pinch together, and you got that strong candle that shot up, which just rapidly blew it through. So not the greatest example of being able to see a controlled one. Let's see if there's another area where we have a controlled move to the upside. Well, Redbox is probably not the greatest example for that because of the volatility, but I will show you this in another ticker at another time in another video whenever we can find a nice smooth example of something not so volatile, but this is not the one for it. So keep an eye on that as they get tighter and tighter. See, we're pretty wide right now, and we're sitting near a level of support. So are we going to see this round out on Tuesday and make its way back up to the midline? That's what I want to find out, because the OBV and the Bollinger Bands say that we should be finding a little level of support somewhere around here. I'll come back with another video with some supports, resistance, and what I see happening on Tuesday. But thank you guys for coming back again. I hope that this helped you a little bit, whether you're trading Redbox or you're trading some other stock. I hope that you can use it in your trading, because it's going to help you see those buy levels, and it's going to see where those sell levels are. And you can watch those. You can watch those for your momentum trading, so that you are getting in with millions of other people around the world, and you're getting out with millions of other people around the world. So keep an eye on the trend. The trend is your friend. As always, thank you guys so much for coming back. Hit the like button if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss any updates. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.